Is it going? Hi, everybody. I tried to go live and I messed something up, so we are just going to be seeing my hands today. But I say hello. I had it so that you could see me, but I was experiencing technical difficulties. So we're just going to look down at the thing. Okay, so welcome to the online class. Again, I'm sorry, I was having some issues trying to get on. I had clicked something and it caused a problem. So I'm going to put the stuff back that's here because I already talked about this. But these are the stamp sets that I'm using. One is called Friends for Life. I'll do it this way so you can see it. And then these are the Friends for Life dies. And then I use that. And then I use the pattern paper, and this is the set of pattern paper. This one is called Full of Life. It's a 6x6 series paper. The one thing that's really nice about the paper, and you can't see this, but it tells you what coordinating papers go with it. So I already have everything all cut out, but they're just beautiful, these different papers. And I think there's 40 sheets of it, and they are double-sided. So then this is the other side. There's like rainbow colors and all that other kind of cool stuff. So with the online class, I'm going to put this here so you can see. This is the host code. So when you spend $40 or more, you get as a thank you gift from me all the supplies to make the cards. I can't do the stamping, but everything's cut out for you. And you also will get the idea book and catalog right here, if you don't already have one. And I also will send you a bottle for you to put your glue in. This thing has been wonderful for me because the glue thing for me comes out too fast and I make a big mess. So for the $40 or more that you order, there are some kits. If you're not a really big stamper and you just want something to work on, there are some really cool kit areas where everything's done for you. All you do is punch things out and whip it together. Then you have more of your more advanced stuff and so on. So I'm going to turn this light on so I have a little bit better of light and give it a second to adjust. So that's your host code. I will put it in the comments later, but it's UG97CFWY when you go onto Stampin' Up's website. So when the card kit comes to you, you will get everything in envelopes ready to go. So everything is in here. The only thing that's not done is stamped. Everything is cut. Everything is ready for you to go. So the first card I'm going to do, and there's very little stamping, so if you don't have that stamp set, you can use something that you have instead. So we are starting with the first card where I'm going to get everything out of here. Make sure things don't make a huge mess. Get all my dies. These are all in my little envelopes, ready to go. Okay, get the last one. So then you have your envelope to send. You can decorate your envelope if you want. And then I'm going to get out my little bag of accessories. I have my accessories ready to go, and we're going to get started. So the first one is I'm calling it the Starburst High because it is using this Starburst paper. And let me show you what the Starburst paper looks like when it's whole. It's very similar. This is the one that I did the different color one, but this is how it comes. So I kind of cut it offset. It will come all cut for you. And then this is the beautiful side on the other side, which is just absolutely beautiful. So you're going to take this was 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 5.5, and it was scored at 4 1/4. It's already scored for you. So I am going to give that a good seal, and then we're going to start putting this together. So I mean, it's really hard to cover up this beautiful paper on the back, but this is what I want on the front. So it's like you're sacrificing it. So I am going to just put some liquid glue all the way around like that. And we are going to place it with the Starburst up a little bit. That's where I wanted it, but you can, if you want to put yours somewhere else, you can. And then that's on there. And the next thing that goes on are your dies. So there's 2 leaves. One's going to go like this, and one is going to go up. But I thought the one that went up was a little bit too long, and this is total personal preference. I'm going to snip off a little bit because it's too long for me. I don't want all that. I can save that for something else. So this is going to go right here, just like that. So I'm just going to take a little bit of glue, and with the glue thing, if you get a little squeeze, you can touch all the things and not get too much glue, because if you put too much glue, it's going to leak out. Get that one, a little bit more glue, and I don't know what happened to my tweezers, so you're going to see me without my tweezers. I'll find them in a minute. That's going to go there, and then I'm going to keep the long one. Do the same thing with the long one. After this card, I will find my tweezers. Some of this is going to be hidden, so you don't necessarily, the stem there is going to be under some top dots, so it's not going to matter. A little bit too much there. Okay, so this is going to go down just like that. And, oops, put it where it belongs. Give a little press down. So if you're there, say hi. Let me know you're watching. I know it's kind of early for my Arizona people. I don't know where I got this time. I'm going over the edge a little bit. I'm going to give it a little snip. So the next thing I'm going to do is just stamp my high. So this is the high from the stamp set. And I'm going to stamp it in crushed curry. And I gotta make sure I have it right side. This is from the Stylish Dies, which I use a lot of. So I'm just gonna stamp, I don't know if you can see that. Let's push it up a little bit further. We're gonna stamp the high right there, just like that. And we are done with that for now. So I'll just close it up. And then this is gonna go on top of here. So to do that, I am going to use some dimensionals, which I had out and I don't know where they are. Typical. I'll just probably find them later. So put 2 dimensionals on here. I like to use the minis, but I can't find my minis. I don't know where they were. They're probably underneath something already. Already making a mess. The table's pretty clear right now, but anyway, so this is going to go right there on top of that center. We've got our high, and then we're going to add some gems. And I like to use my pick tool to do that. Let me get out. I have some that these are just some I had around the room, so I already had. I'm just going to add some gems to this. So we're going to put a big one there and a little one down here and a medium-sized one. It wants to hop right there. I don't know if you can see this. I want it right here. And then basically that's your card. But I also have a piece in here for you. This is the inside of the card, and this is some of the paper. So this is optional. You can put some glue on this little piece of paper and stick it on your card, just like that. And then I go from the back and I snip off the extra, just like that. And now we are going to glue this to the inside of the card. And our first card is almost done. There we go. Pretty cute, if I do say so. And hi, everybody, whoever's out there. If you're watching this on replay, let me know you're watching it on replay. So that's your first card. So I'm going to put that aside. And we're going to move on to the second card. And the second one is, I'm going to get it all out of here, get all my pieces of paper. I don't need that stamp anymore. And I just don't know what I did with my little dimensional. I have more. Pretty sure I do. Let's get the right size. Those are big. Here we go. I'll just open a new pack. So these are the mini dimensionals. These are ones that I like because they're just a great size. The other ones I find are a little too big. Hi, Anne. How are you? Well, you didn't miss much because I actually didn't start on time because I could not get it to figure out. It was just kind of crazy. So if you didn't see it, where's the one? This is the one I just did. It's very, very simple. Using the high, I think this one I might have made before. This is the one I did. So they're actually different. It just depended on the way you mount it on the card. So there's our first one done. Okay, we're moving into the second one, and I'm using these little square patterns. And this is the other side, which is really quite pretty. So I'm going to take my cardstock, and I don't know if I scored it or not. It doesn't really matter. And I am going to fold it in half. If you're watching this on replay, make sure you say hi too. But there's the base of my card. And actually this didn't meet up quite right. So I'm going to do it again. There we go. Okay. So this is just going to get mounted on here. So this is 5.5 by 8.5 folded in half. This is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So basically it's 1/8 of an inch cut off all the way around. And when I cut it off, I made sure that I got the little lines off. So I had trimmed it on one side. But basically you're just going to line this up the best you can. And that's done. I'm going to go ahead and do my inside since before I do too much work. So I'm going to put this on the side here. So I'm just going to put a strip of glue starting on the side there. If you can see, I don't know if you can see what I did. And I think I want the polka dots up. So I'm going to put the polka dots up on this side and center it to the side a little bit. So basically, I've just added a little strip here. And then what you do on the other side is you snip it. I think it's long enough to go the other way if you want, but that's the inside of my card. I'm going to go ahead and just glue that in so it's done. And then we'll do our stamping and put this together. Again, these are all very simple. The paper really is the star of the show. But let me put this inside here and then we'll move on to the front. So basically it's kind of nice to have something on the inside. And it gives the card a little bit more support. So, you know, it's as thick on this side as it is on that side. So I've been adding a piece inside. Unless you're using the super thick cardstock, sometimes it's not quite as sturdy as you would like. So the next thing we're going to do is decide where we want our flowers on here. So basically I have two big leaves, 1 and 2, just like that. And then I have some solid leaves. I'll put 1 and 2. And I kind of want it to stay like that. So what I'm going to do is take some tear and tape, and I'm going to put it on the back of my circle. A little piece here, and a little piece there. And my hope, let's see if this works. My hope is that once I get the backing off, there goes one, and here goes the other. I want those pieces to kind of be where my pieces are. So basically, I don't know if you just saw what I did. I put the tear and tape there and I picked up all the pieces where I want them. So they're going to stay. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue, especially on the ends of these leaves, so that they don't move around a lot. There's not a ton of stuff, you know, there's these leaves right here that they may move. And then, oops, gonna add glue all the way around, just like that. So we'll take this and put it down the way we want. And some things might have shifted. We'll just move them back. Just like that. I have a little extra adhesive, so let's just go and dab that out. Okay, so we've got that just like that. Our next thing we're going to do is stamp our circle. And our circle, we're doing Thinking of You, and we're doing the crushed curry again. So let me get that out again. It's a really pretty color. And I'm going to stamp the Thinking of You. I'm going to make sure I have the correct side. And this circle, again, is from the Stylish Shapes dies. So I stamped my Thinking of You. I don't know if you can see that. And then I'm going to put this one on with dimensionals also. I tell you. Let's go ahead and get this started. It's a new set, so I tend to, if once I get them started, I can use my Take Your Pick tool to get them on. Sometimes it takes the paper off, which is okay, because I don't really want that paper on there anyway. And one more. And then I'm going to pick off my paper. Let's see if we have any left. There's paper on there and paper on there. So I'm taking all my paper off. And we're going to take our Thinking of You. Geez, I'm throwing things around. And put it on my card, just like that. And then we're going to add some embellishments. And these are the iridescent ones that are come with part of the suite. So I'm going to put one there and one here and one more there. And there you have a very simple, ready to go card. Any of this glue that got extra, you can take your glue thing, I'm going to do it later, and just kind of take it off. It'll take off that stickiness and then you'll have that. Just like that. Take that off. Anyway, there's your second card. We're going to move on to a third card. And this one is a gatefold card. So I actually, in your pack, I will have it already scored and ready for you to go. I'll put the crushed curry away. I don't need that anymore, I don't think. Okay. All right. So out of the envelope, I'm going to take all my things out. Make sure I get all my dies and all my circles and all my things. Everything's out of there. Okay. So this is your piece of white cardstock right here. It is 4 1/4 by 11. So it is scored at, let's see, it's scored at 3 1/4 and 8 3/4, but it'll come scored for you. But basically, it is ready to go. I'm going to take it and get my bone folder out and fold and see how it closes. I want it this way, so I'm going to do it that way. Okay, so our pieces are, this is for our inside. We can go ahead and do that real quick. Again, I like to put a little bit of the strip on here. So put a little glue on here, just like that. And put it on. Just like that. And anything that comes over, you're just going to take your scissors. There's a small bit on the one side. So I'm just going to snip this off. And then I'm going to put this on the inside. But the nice thing is you want to have the glue thin so it does not bubble inside. So I'm going to lay this on the inside and then we will work on our outside. There is our inside. I'm going to put that over out of the way. And so these are your other pieces. So basically they are going to go like this and like this. Need to decide whether you want it like that or both like that, one, the other. I think what I'm going to do is just do the one, I'm going to do it like that, so I have something different. And what do you think? If you're still on there, what do you think? What should I do? Should I do it like this, or should I do it like this, like I did the other? Do this the opposite way, like that. I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and put it together. We're going to do the rainbow because I do like that. So we are going to take the glue and glue this together. It's going to go right on its coordinating piece, which is right up here. And I like the rainbows not going across the way. I'm going to do the other one opposite because this will be the same way here. And that's cute, but I think I like to have something a little bit different. So I'm going to do that. And we're going to glue this on. And this is Melon Mambo, is the cardstock that I'm using on top of here. Hi, Eileen. Yeah. You can watch any of this on replay after we're done. I had plans on having, so you could see me at first. I'm still waiting for Megan to help me with my technological problems. I thought I could use the webcam and the computer at the same time. And oops, we're gonna have to change our paper, I think. Oh no, it didn't get on there. So yeah, I know this is early for you guys in Arizona. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking about the time difference, and I thought the wrong way. I thought, you know, if I did this at 7, I thought that it was going to be 10 where you were. I don't know what I was thinking. So next time we'll do it at more of a reasonable hour for you. I know it's 3-something o'clock in Arizona, but again, if you're not there and, you know, there's not everybody's there, you guys can see this on the replay. So let me put this out of the way. We're going to do our stamping next. I am going to do this one, happy birthday. And I need my Melon Mambo. And under here, let me grab it. Now, one thing when you start using the pinks and the purples, sometimes your polymer stamps will change colors. And that's just perfectly normal. So I'm going to take my Melon Mambo, and I am inking up with happy birthday. And we are just going to stamp this the best we can in the middle. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can always add an accessory if it's not perfect. Nothing else sets like you can add a gem or whatever. So this is going to get layered on top of here. We're almost done with this card, but there's a little trick I'm going to show you in a minute. It was something that I found that I didn't like about this, the way this card ended. So I was thinking of a solution for it. So when you put this on here like this, the card wants to keep opening up. See how it wants to keep opening up? Even when you really give it a good score. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my happy birthday over on this side. So what I need to remember when I'm doing this is I only want to glue half of this. If I glue the whole thing, basically I'm going to glue my card shut, and we don't want to do that. So I am going to put a little line on here because that's where it's going to end there. And on this side, so there's my happy birthday. On this side, only half, I am going to put the glue so that when I put this on here, I don't glue it shut. So I've got that. Okay, but it still wants to bounce. See how it still wants to bounce open like that? So I have a solution to that. So what we're going to do is I had die cutted a couple of hearts, and we're going to use this heart as something that's going to keep this card shut, okay? So I want to take the glue, and as you can see, I take the glue, and that's a little bit too much, so let's take some off. I am going to make sure I don't glue my circle, but put this down here. And I'm going to hold it for a second. I'm just going to actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take an acrylic block and put that on top and let that hold that for a second. And since I added one heart, I need to add more than that. Let's see if I can find my tweezers. There's my tweezers. Okay. So I'm going to add some more hearts just to kind of balance it out. And don't worry, I'm still going to use gems. You know me. I like sparkle. So there's a little bit of glue. And just to kind of balance out those hearts, I think I'll put one there and just a little bit more here. Again, this is the green glue, but I have to put it in a different bottle because I have a hard time to get it all over the place. So now my card stays shut. So basically, I'm just going to kind of take it open, but that's how I'm going to close it there. So we're going to add a few more gems. We've got the ones that coordinate with the set. And we will add, I think I'm just going to add one right in the middle, just like that. Oh, I don't know. I like that. I like bling. I think we might add 2 more. I think we need it. We need a little bling. And I think it's going to really show up in that side over there. So gives me just enough for my last card, so, of these gems. And if you have like different, I mean, you don't feel like you have to use everything that they sell to coordinate it with. You have stuff. So when I would put this card together, like after I sign it, basically I just slide it underneath that heart. And now it's not going to pop open. So I thought that was really, really cool. Anyway, so there is card number 3. Okay, card number 4 is a different size card. And the reason, oops, I dropped something. Hold on. I'm coming back. I'm in Elizabeth's basement. Those of you know, I have nanny duty until September. So I will be here being nanny. So anyway, I had these envelopes. So I have a ton of these, and so I thought, well, let's make some cards to go with this. So the measurements for this are a little bit different. The card itself is 6 1/4 by 7. And the directions for all this will be a PDF, and I will see if I can try and attach it to this. If I can't, then I will email it to people, whatever. And it will come along with your kit. It's just a PDF to come along. So it is scored in half. It's a 3 1/2, but it's so that the card is along the 7-inch side, if that makes sense. And so then there's our card. Now the card inside is exactly 1/4 of an inch smaller all the way around. So the card inside is 6 by 3 1/4. And as with the other ones, I have some cardstock to put on the inside. You can cut this smaller if you want, but I'm just going to go ahead and put it down at the bottom. It's a little bit bigger, and the reason I like it a little bit bigger is that when you put it on your card, you're going to be trimming some stuff off. It's better to have a little bit too much than not enough. So when I pick up my card, I have these extra tabs right here that all I need to do is just take some scissors and snip along that edge, just like that. And if you mess up like I did, nobody's going to know because it's going to be glued inside and it'll be white on white. Typically, I try and just hit the little tabs, but I cut some of the card. But nobody's going to know because you're just putting it inside your card like this. And again, it gives your card some stability so it's not floppy. And my thing's crooked, but we're just going with that. That's the look I was going for. This piece of cardstock was just an extra from one of the cards I was cutting out. The sample on the directions is a little bit different because I cut it different, but this is what you're going to get in the kit. And basically, the next piece is just 1/4 of an inch bigger. So again, the measurements will all be on the PDF that I will try and attach. And if you get the kit, if you place an order and you get the kit sent to you, I will email you the directions. And if you decide not to and you still want the directions, if you could just email me, it's gwenz.tss@gmail.com. So this is going to go on your card. This is just a pretty basic card. And you know what, I'm going to look at my sample real quick and make sure I'm not messing anything up. Anyway, so this is going to go over here on the side. the sample that I made before, and I'm going to show it to you when we're done. It was longer, and I actually like this better. So that's why I decided not to, I decided to change the sizes. I got a little extra glue here, so just take that off with your little eraser. I don't even know where they sell these anymore. I think you can get them in a craft store. It's an adhesive remover, and it's like the best thing. So basically that little extra glue just kind of nubs on here, and then when you're done, you just take that extra stuff and just throw it in the trash. So I've got trash under here. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is put our circle on. And with the stylish shapes, it's kind of hard to tell. You may not be able to tell, but there's a right side and a wrong side. The right side has more of the holes in it. But we're just going to add some glue, just like that, and then put this where you want it. And I kind of want it, I'm going to put it right there. So then we have two pieces to put on before we put our greeting, which I haven't stamped yet. I'm going to do that in a minute. And since I found my tweezers, I'm addicted to tweezers. I have a hard time now picking things up. I don't have any nails, and you know, ladies, right? So these are they used to be for my eyebrows, and since I don't have any eyebrows, thank you. Since I don't have any eyebrows, I found another use for my tweezers. And I didn't worry much about the stem up here, gluing that, because my stuff is going to go on top of it. And I absolutely love this paper. You can use this for anything. You don't have to use it for the stamp set that it was designed for. It goes with so many other things. So we'll put our other leaf up here. Okay, now I need to stamp my greeting. I can either do happy birthday or thinking of you. Let's see, I will do a thinking of you. Yeah, I went thinking of you. I think that I did use the crushed curry with this, so let me clean it real quick just to make sure. I don't want to, there, we're clean. We are going to do the crushed curry again, which is up here. It's kind of difficult, not difficult, it's just different working in a different room. This is not my room. This is the office down in my daughter's basement. So I've kind of taken it over. Okay, I'm going to stamp let me put something underneath here. I can't see very good. Let's just get some color because I can't see where I'm stamping. Sometimes being white on white, you just can't see. There we go. I just need some color so I could see what I was doing. So I've got my thinking of you, and I'm going to put this on with my dimensionals, and I'm going to show you my needy trick again, and hopefully it'll work. It's hard when there's a full set of dimensionals because sometimes you can't get in there. So I like the minis. First of all, I like the size. I use a few more, but I'm actually saving money because you get so many more with the minis. But basically, I'm just picking up the dimensional with my take your pick tool, kind of like stabbing it and pushing it. So you stab and push, and I can put it where I want. I would also, if I didn't have this, I would be using my tweezers because it's really hard for me to pick up these little things now. So I have all my dots on here, and I'm going to use the pick tool and just kind of flick it and get all the pieces of paper off like that. Double check I've gotten them all off. They're all off. And I can just pull them all off at once and throw them in the trash down there. And then, I think I'm shedding on here. Sorry about that. We're going to put our thinking of you, and we're going to use the last of our jewels that we have in the kit. So you'll have enough to put jewels and different things on all your kits. And so I am going to decide where I want these. I think I'll put one here. That's a big one. You kind of want to put them like in a triangle shape. That's what I've been told. Really, there's no rhyme or reason. You find out what you like, and you can put them there. And I don't want, let's just put it up here. There we go. And we've got our last card. So hopefully this was shorter than our very first time. So I wanted to show you the two. So this is what happened. When I was cutting the paper, this is what I had cut first. And when I cut it again to make my other samples, I cut it differently. And I actually like this layout better. This seemed like it was just, the strip was a little bit too long. And you know what, I actually had made something for that. In your kit, you'll get some dyed pearls also, that I put the dyed pearls on these. I don't know if you can see those. There's just white pearls that I colored with the alcohol ink. So let me show you also, I got a bunch of little show and tell real quick. So this is the same exact card, but different colors. Now look how much different that looks. See how different these two are. They're still pretty. This one I colored the pearls with the purple. What was it? I colored it with Fresh Freesia Stampin' Blends. And so this is Fresh Freesia, and then I picked a blue from in here. So this is the exact same card, but different colors. So we'll put that out of the way. And so that was our thinking of you. And see how it didn't close? So the one that we did, and we added the little fasteners, that is this one. And you know, it looks like I might have missed something in that card. I might have missed some die cuts. Well, they will be there for you in your cards. There were 2 white die cuts, but I am not seeing them. I tell you, you can't take me anywhere. Oh, I found my dimensionals that I couldn't find. Anyway, this one I had done, and you will get the parts to this in the kit. It had these 2 things here. So, but this was not staying shut. So I did the same exact thing. This one I didn't do with the leaves, but this is just different paper. And look how different they look. So there's that. Let's see what else I want to show you. So let's get out our thinking of you. These I kind of stayed the same. I put different gems on them. This one has the iridescent gems, and this has more of a crushed curry gem on them, but basically the same card. And then this was the high that I did for you, and then this is the one I did before. So basically, it just depended on how I had cut the paper. And then I made some more cards from this set, and I plan on making more. I just thought it was so pretty. So this is the one that I did the directions earlier on the thing, and this is done with can't think of the name. Berry Bliss, I think it's called. All these are just different new names for me. And this is like kind of coordinating. So basically, it was stamped here. That's one of the dies from the die cuts, and then I did miss you with that. And while I was doing that, there's this one, which is the same thing. This is a die. So this is the negative part of it that was left, and added some little hearts and some gems. And then this one is basically, this was done with a circles embossing folder. And this circle is from the Spotlight on Nature dies, which are absolutely beautiful. I'm probably going to do a cards on that hopefully next week or the week after that. I'm going to try and keep current and do these, and I'm trying to figure out all the technical things, but it's a challenge. You know, you can't teaching an old dog new tricks, you know. Anyway, so that was the other one, and I think that's all that I have to share as far as what I've done. I have some more to do. Basically, I save all my pieces because you never know. These are the pieces that I've cut off, and I know I can make stuff out of that. But out of a full stack, I still have all these left, and it's absolutely beautiful. And the one thing I do like is that it tells me what colors are in here, so I can choose from paper that I have. Most of these are in the brights section, so you know, if you like brights, that's a good blend to get to match. But it's basically, I mean, even in any of these, you're going to find a color that you have is going to coordinate with something like that, because there's such variation in the color. It's like watercolored and just very, very pretty. So I guess that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. If you end up placing an order before the 30th, that's when this is going to close. And again, this is the host code you use. I will send you a catalog. I will send you a glue bottle. You'll have to put your own glue in it, whatever glue you like. And I will also send you all the supplies that you need. I cannot, like all the die cuts are done, I cannot stamp for you according to Stampin' rules. If you need to borrow some stamps, I'm in Maryland until September. I will be back shortly for a week in August, and then back here, but then back for good in Arizona, and then be coming back between the two, probably every 2 months, I'll come back to Maryland. I also, we have a few minutes, it did not take very long. I kind of want to show you how I came up with the designs, because I do not come up with the stuff by myself. So this is the stamp set. So basically, I started with this card here. And that was my inspiration for a lot of it. And then that's where I started, and I started playing with the papers. I also go on Pinterest, and I find cool stuff and go for that. And then here's a picture of the papers. Those are the iridescent, they're called iridescent faceted gems, which I think are absolutely beautiful. I actually have the ribbon, but I tried it and I was really, I might be outgrowing ribbon, or maybe it's just this particular stamp set that did not lend to it. The one that I'm going to do next week, and I might just do one card, is the Spotlight on Nature. It is actually, I didn't want to do it today because the bundles are on sale, but you can't get this one. So I don't want to show you something that you can't get. I would rather show you something that you can get. And to my Arizona peeps, I have it. So when I come back, if you want to come stamp with me or want to do a stamp camp, we can use my stuff too. But I just think it's absolutely beautiful. But I'll be doing that next week. I've been having a lot of fun with that. And the other thing I want to show you that actually really helped me do this was this color wheel. And I know I'm color wheel challenged, but it helps me to choose my colors. I didn't really need to use this with this paper because the paper did it for me. And all the designer series paper has this where it tells you what colors they use. And so they're already coordinated. So you don't have to really think about it. Anyway, hi, Sherilyn. You'll have to watch it on replay. Any questions, let me know. But hi. I miss you guys in Arizona. I know it's hot, hot, hot. But I want to tell you, it is just as hot here, but it's humid. And I actually straightened my hair for you, but I don't know how to, I don't know how to go to my camera. I would show you my hair because I actually did it. Let me see if I can go into settings and see if it'll, the stream, if it will, no. Oh, here we go. No, camera controls. It won't, I don't know why it won't let me, I don't know. I need a lesson. I really do. But I think we are all in the exact same boat. We are exactly the same. And learning as we go, there has got to be a way to go between the things. So let me change that back. I don't know what I did, or who knows. Anyway, I hope, go back here to the, I'm gonna have to like edit this thing. Anyway, I want to say goodbye. I wish I could do my face, but next time I'll do that. I am going to have my daughter, one daughter came down to help me, but the other one who knows what she's doing, hopefully will come help me. Anyway, so I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and the people who are not on right now and going to be later, leave me a comment and I'll get back to you if you guys have any questions. Have a great day. Bye.